first frequently asked questions Sunday, FAQ Sunday. That doesn't sound nearly as cool as FAQ Friday, but everybody already does this. So I decided to ask them Sunday. So yesterday, I asked on my Instagram, for everybody to ask questions, and I got some really good ones and I'm really excited to answer them. So I'm just going to read them from my phone and answer them. So these are not going to be eloquent because I'm just kind of answering them off the cuff. The first question is from Blended Family Farm, and it's, how many ducks do you have now that you got more ducklings for free? Okay, so I have 2 Muscovy ducks, female hens, and their names are Mocha and Latte. I have my 2 OG ducks, the Pekin named Cheese and the Cayuga named Quackers. And then I have a male pekin named Affleck. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 baby ducklings that I just got, and 1 more coming on Thursday. So I guess 5 plus, oh my gosh, I guess I have 10 ducks now. And actually my baby ducks aren't named, so stay tuned and look on my Instagram page because I need help naming the baby ducks. We did a floral theme for all the chickens, but I'm having a lot of my ducks that I just got are males and I'm having a hard time thinking of boy flower names. So I'm going to post pictures on my Instagram of these ducklings, all except for the one that's coming next week. And hopefully you guys can help me name them. So now that I've got those free ducks to keep those hens warm. Actually, it turns out funny, a lot of them were free. What ended up happening is I ordered 2 black ducks and 1 fawn duck, female duck from Ideal, and they ended up sending me 2 fawn females and only 1 of the black male ducks. So for free, they were supposed to send me out 2 of the black ducks, and I get my shipment, and it's literally still just 1, and it was the one I already had. They didn't send the other one, so I'm ordering again, and they're sending the right one. So it turned out that the extra ducks were free. Thank goodness. Okay, the next question is from Cage Free Mom, and it's, if you could only have 1 farm animal, what would it be and why? And this question, got me. Because I don't know. If I was being perfectly practical, like I have to make money and a livelihood on my farm, and I could pick any animal, even when I didn't already have, I would probably pick a cow. Because you can raise a cow, and you can get milk, and you can get meat, and I love cows. Cows are so cute, so that'd be super practical. If I had to choose the most practical animal out of ones I already have, I'm thinking maybe the goats, because you can get milk, you can get meat, you can sell the babies, and keep breeding them. But honest to goodness, guys, the chickens have such a place in my heart. I don't know what I would do without them. So, I would probably have to, if you twisted my arm and made me answer this question, I'd probably say the goats, but it hurts my feelings a little bit to have to say that. I don't want to choose. It's like choosing a favorite child. It's just not. You're not supposed to do it. The next question is from Rosie and Rustic, and it's, how did you convince your husband to let you get so many animals, and how can I do the same? This question cracked me up because it definitely took some convincing, so to speak. So originally we lived in a townhouse in an HOA neighborhood. We were not, and I know you saw this on my homestead tag, we're not allowed to have any animals. So I was like, let's move. Which at first we were moving, because we had 4 kids, we lived in a townhouse, like we needed to move. But I was like, I want chickens, but that was it. I didn't want a farm at the time. I didn't know, because if I did, we would have got more land. But I just wanted to be able to have my chickens, and that was it. But chickens are a gateway farm animal. So as soon as I got the chickens, I was like, well, let's get ducks. And then I was like, wheels turn, what else can I get that's still little? It's like, a pet. But so then we got the dog because I needed somebody to protect my chickens. But a livestock guardian dog really wants hoof stock to take care of. Like chickens, aren't really something, you know, a livestock guardian dog wants to take care of. And my Great Pyrenees just needed something with hooves. So I was like, let's get a mini pig, because that's a pet. That's on the inside. And so he agreed. You're going to get the mini pig. And I was thrilled, but then we went to an animal swap, and I saw this goat, and he was like, oh, that's cool, they bought a goat. And I was like, I would never want a goat. And then I went home, and I started looking it up, and I was like, oh, we should get a goat. I knew I wasn't going to get the pig and the goat. So I looked it up, and I was like, oh no, these goats are like a really good idea for us. So, you know, he was good with it, as long as it fits into the budget, as long as it fits into what we had, you know, can fit outside. Because we don't have this huge, expansive homestead or farm. We have a half acre, literally a half acre fenced-in yard. So whatever we can fit in. So it definitely took some bribery and some promising, but he's awesome, and he loves it, and he likes to see me and the kids enjoy it, and I think he likes it a lot more than he lets on. Not that he says he doesn't like it, but like he wants us to believe that, you know, he can take it or leave it, but he loves it. But that question was hilarious. The next question is from Palmetto Dreams, South Carolina, or Palmetto Dreams SC, and it's, hi. Do your chickens and ducks get along well? What type of water situation do you use for the ducks for swimming and bathing? Hubby would like to know what kinds of predators you have to look out for regarding your chickens and goats. Looking forward to your video. Thanks. Thank you. I'm glad you're looking forward to my video, because I always feel so goofy when I make them, like nobody watches them. Yeah, my chickens and ducks get along great. The chickens, my original set of chickens are only 10 weeks older than my original set of ducks, so like they weren't super territorial or anything when I put them out. I will say, when we added the newest ducks probably a month ago, the chickens acted a little hostile towards them for like 2 days. What happens is, I have another pen. I don't know if you've seen the video of my chicken run. There's a pen inside of the pen. I had a way to kind of quarantine them so that they could see them and they could smell them and they could get used to them, but they couldn't attack them. So I did that for a couple days, and then as soon as I let them out, everybody mixed and mingled really well, and I didn't really have any issues with them fighting or hurting each other. I was told, and it's the reason that I didn't get a male duck, a drake, to start out with, that they would hurt the chickens. But as far as I know, as long as they have enough female ducks of their own, they won't really mess with or try to mate with the ducks. And actually, or they won't try to mess with or mate with the chickens. And actually, as many female, I only have one drake, and all the rest of my ducks are female, and he only mates with the other pekin. So he doesn't seem to be overly matey. So we'll see. I ended up making it so that I have a pair of each kind of duck now. So I'll have a pair of runners, a pair of cayugas, a pair of pekins. I don't have, I have 2 muscovies, but they're both female, and I cannot find a male muscovy anywhere. For the water situation right now, we don't have anything permanent. We have a kiddie pool that we drag around. We fill it out with water. They make it dirty. We drag it over, dump it out, fill it back up. We just run the hose across the yard. I'm thinking about trenching the hose so we don't have to run it back and forth, but we don't have a pond or anything like that. I wish. So far, knock on wood, every predator we've had has been one attack, and it was a hawk. We put up aviary netting above our pen, so hopefully that's over with. But around here we have possums, we have raccoons. There has been a black bear, not in our neighborhood, but in my mom's neighborhood, and she's 5 minutes down the road from me. A black bear just walking around, but we don't have a vast amount of black bears. That was kind of just this weird fluke. We have foxes. I've not seen them. We have coyote, apparently, another thing that I didn't know we had. But since we've been here, and it'll be a year in 2 months, we haven't had any other kinds of predators attack other than the hawk. our neighbors have a dog. He's a good dog. I mean, he stays in their yard and everything, but every once in a while my chickens hop the fence. So I think if I was going to be concerned about something eating them, it would be a dog or something like that. But we haven't had any trouble. That's not to say that we won't, but I'm surprised that we haven't, because there's definitely raccoons and possums and skunks and stuff like that around here. And then I don't know how to say this because I don't speak Spanish. And I love talking to them, so I feel bad, but I don't want to butcher it because I don't know Spanish. I took Latin, wasted my time. I took six years of Latin. Are you going to get some geese? They're great. They're great guard dogs. Are you gonna do cheese? And are you going to grow forage beets to give to the animals? Are you gonna get some geese? No. I am terrified of geese. Not terrified, like now I can like walk around those Canadian geese that are everywhere now. But I've been chased and beaten by so many geese in my life, and turkeys too, that I don't like, I don't love geese or big birds of any matter. If I had lambs, I would, but they're very loud from what I've heard. So I don't think my neighbors would appreciate that, but I mean, maybe someday. Ugh, geese scare me. I've run and left my children behind. No, not really. But I've run from my fair share of geese. Are you going to do cheese? Yes, I am going to try to do cheese and ice cream and butter if I can. And if we completely hate it, then I'll make soap. And are you going to grow forage beets to give the animals? You know what? I've been trying to think of things I could plant outside to give to the animals so I don't have to buy so much feed. And I never ever thought about beets, but that's a really good idea now. So if you want to tell me more about that and where I can grow, where I can get them and how I can grow them, I'll definitely try it. I just finished working on my garden. That's all the questions that I got, and this was super, super fun, and I want to do it again. Hopefully next month. That'll give you all time to think of some more questions. I know I'm just one person, so it's not like you have a ton of questions to ask me, but this was so much fun, and it feels like I'm really getting to know you guys. So thanks for playing along, and as always, happy flocking.